Hello all and welcome back to Small Grid Only. Today we are on Mars again and we are continuing our search for hidden beacons and hidden data pads at stations. First of all, we're going to start off by doing a few upgrades to the ship though. I still need to mine some rock so that I can make a timer block, get those reminders flashing. I also want to add a camera on the bottom of my ship somewhere that I can rotate around so that when we're flying around I can switch to that camera, look around, zoom in, zoom out, and get a better look at things around me. I think the only good place to put something like that is actually underneath the bathroom, which is right here. Alright, I think that looks good. It has some housing and I can pull it back up if I want to. Now let's go inside, add a custom turret controller, turn down the strength of that so I can't flip myself with it, and then let's give it a try. On the way in here I also want to show you, we also have these blinky things now to remind us of tools and power. So that's done. I think that's it for upgrades for now. We should be good. Let's turn our reactor back on, make sure everything else is set up properly. Get back to our driving menu. And woo, we are heavy. But we can fly. Just barely. That's what matters. Now that we're up a little bit, we can switch to this and poke our little thing down. Let's give this one more try. Alright, so we have a nice like reverse periscope. I guess that's kind of what this is. It's just like a periscope to look around from the ship and get a nice zoom in on potential targets. We'll aim it back down and then pull it up. I think that's pretty good. I don't think it shouldn't be hitting when it's like this, but I'm going to aim it down either way just to be safe. Awesome. We have a periscope. Now let's continue on our way looking for these beacons and whatnot. I'm just going to leave all this garbage on. You're going to have to deal with it because I need to not go back to any of those places. And if I have them off, I'm liable to just turn around and start going in circles and doing silly things like that. So I'm going to leave them on. I don't know, these look like player-made holes for sure, so we're going to kind of change direction. We're going to go this way a little bit. Let's take a closer look with our periscope, because we have it. Oh yeah, that's a player-made hole with something on it. The periscope does not feel very nice to use while we're moving. Can we stop? Oh, I didn't have my forwards facing thrusters on. Now we should be stopping. I like how when I'm in my periscope it says I'm moving 0 meters per second. It's a complete lie. It's I guess it's because it's a subgrid, and that's why subgrids are super janky. They're doing their own thing. First little base of the day. That guy. That guy's not here. Yeah, these little holes show up as giant craters as you get further and further away. So it's really easy to tell if it's a player-made hole. It's another good way for spotting things. These could not possibly have anything that I want. So we're not even going to bother looking in them. Man, my ship is invisible when I have the lights off. Look at that. It's so hard to see. Just a little speck up here. It's like one of the few advantages over a large grid. The small grids are so much harder to see because they're just smaller. Even when it's a relatively large small grid ship like this one, it is tiny up in the sky. Not to disrespect that person, but we're not even going to mark the location of their base. It's not important to me at all. Maybe someday they'll build up and be interesting, but they are currently not interesting. Surprisingly, that is actually the first person that's just logged into the server and been like, hey, I know that person. Apparently people know who I am now. Few people, I'm sure, but some people. It's kind of weird. But everyone who has popped in and said hi has been nice so far, so I guess that's good. You know, it'd be really funny though if Liam just like, yeah, I hid 2 beacons and a data pad, and they actually didn't hide anything, so I'm just flying around Mars looking for nothing. I mean, it's completely okay with me. I'm gonna do a full round trip of the planet anyway, but it would be kind of a funny troll to actually have not hidden anything for me to find. And with that thought lingering in the back of my mind, I set out to continue my journey around Mars. Along the way, I found another starter base not long after the previous one. Again, it had basically nothing of interest, nothing to write home about in it, so we continued from there. I finally also got around to making that cheat sheet for the station names. So thank you, Bradford, again for that tip. I've used it a ton since then. I put this in a data pad, and I put the data pad in my control seat of the Dawn. So when I'm flying the ship and a station pops up now, I can just open the control seat, right-click the data pad, and read what the occupation is. It's been super useful, so thanks for that. Now while we're on the topic of stations, I did actually find 4 more of them. 3 of them were ones I could talk and trade with, and the 4th one was a red one again, so something I was at war with. Someone in the comments pointed out that it was probably because I did a whole bunch of trades when I was building the Dawn, and when you trade with one, you lose reputation with another. So there are a few factions that I have very negative reputation with, and one of these stations belonged to one of those factions. So at all the stations, we did the usual. We searched for data pads, didn't find any of them at any of the stations. So at this point, we've checked like 7-ish stations on Mars, and we haven't found a data pad yet. So I'm starting to get a little bit wary about whether or not we are going to find a data pad. I'm starting to think that there was one, but it despawned when the station reset. I'm not entirely certain how that works, but that's kind of my hunch at this point. We also managed to sell a whole bunch of magnesium and silver, which got our bank account up to about 10 million credits, which made me comfortable enough to start actually buying hydrogen to refill my tanks and start using my hydrogen thrusters more often, which feels really nice. On top of that, I bought an entire set of tier 3 tools, so we've got a new welder, grinder, and drill, and we bought reactor components enough to finish our 2nd reactor on the Dawn, and 95 more, which should be enough to build a large small grid reactor for a new ship or on our station if we want to do that in the future. Finally, I spent a substantial amount of time at every station buying data pads and sorting through them so that I have the locations of a whole bunch of stations on every planet and moon. All in all, I flew about 700 kilometers around the planet to these various different stations and just randomly searching before I finally came across this. Hey, oh my gosh, we found one. I hope that didn't blow up my mic. I just got so excited there. Shifty Beacon 2. Oh, I'm so excited right now. This only took me like 10 hours of freaking flying around on the planet to find this. Holy cow. Epic, epic. We found a beacon, boys. I love it. It's so cool. Oh my gosh, it's so cool in this game to find a random beacon with your name on it. It's awesome. I love this. I'm so happy right now. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why I'm so happy right now, but I'm so happy. This is cool. This is so cool. Oh, my little tentacle down there is sticking out. Let's slow down. I'm gonna get a screenshot of this. There we go. That works. Let's mark this location. I'm so excited. Let's fly up to it. Wait, let's not fly up to it. They might have defended it. Let's park behind this hill over here. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. I can't believe I actually found one. No, I can believe it. It's happening. It's just, it's awesome. Cool. We got a beacon. First beacon discovered. It is in a completely random location. What the heck? No reason to look here. I just happened to be searching the whole freaking planet, and I found it. That's wonderful. I wonder, it's got a big hole. I wonder what it is. I wonder what's here. Okay, it's streaming in. It looks like something rather large. Let's use our tentacle while it's out to look at this. Oh dang, there's like a whole setup here. Wowzers. Uh-oh. I don't know if I'm cheating. I'm seeing the stuff that's underground. Okay, we're not going to look anymore. All right, let's bring it down. Let's park, and let's go over to see what's up. All right, so we found the first beacon. Now, Liam is online. This is labeled Beacon 2 though, right? So I'm going to ask them if I should look for Beacon 1 first, or if it matters which one I find first. Because I don't want to spoil things for myself if they did do something more elaborate. They already did something more elaborate than I asked them to, so it's not beyond the realm of possibilities. So I'm going to ask them real quick. Hopefully they're around. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything, because now they're going to show up. Oh god. Well, if they do, they do. That's life. That's the game. I kind of already accomplished what I wanted to do here on Mars. So let's take a blueprint of our ship in case it does get detonated for whatever reason. Alright, blueprint done. They replied with a smiley face. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to head in. We'll get our racing pistol out. We're going to try to explore this as much as I can without using the grinder, because grinders are, well, they're no fun. We're going to fly on in and hopefully not get shot, though I would not be surprised if I was. Alright, the ground finally healed itself back up. Spoilers are complete. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? I like this. It's like an abandoned solar farm. Holy cow. The order doesn't matter. I just added a second one since it's a big area to search. That was very kind of you. It is a massive area to search. In retrospect, I should have probably asked you to put the beacons bigger, but it worked out. It worked out. I did find one of them, and I'm still probably going to search for the other one just to do it. It looks cool. This is a better base. Okay, so this is just something they set up for me to have a beacon to find. As far as I can tell, it is. And yeah, it's a better base than like all the other bases I've found, except for the one with the basement. But we still haven't explored all this. This is still this still got something going on in here. Now I don't know if it was left like that, or if it wasn't. I also don't know what's going on here. Is this what is this? I guess it's just a neat thing. It's interesting. Yeah, they wanted to add some energy to the search, and they certainly did. I like it. I like it a lot. We're going to go in. I don't have to grind anything, so that's cool. I don't know if this is how they left it or if somebody else found it already and looked through it. But we're going to go down. They have... Oh my gosh, there's ice here. Oh, that's awesome. And they have a respawn here, which is also awesome. A whole bunch of cargo containers. I don't know what's in any of them. I'm going to keep looking, though, before I do anything crazy. Look at this. This is a whole base setup. Dang. Look at all this. And these are yields. This is built by some random person. Wait. This isn't even built by them. Wait. Liam didn't even build this. They just put a beacon on somebody else's base for me? Oh my gosh. That's actually hilarious. Wow. Did they just know that this base existed? And they came and put a beacon on it? That's really funny. Or maybe this is like a secondary account or something for them. I really don't know. But that's cool. These are yield modules. They have superconductor coils in them, which I could take and then sell the stations for a butt ton of money, which is really cool. This keeps going down. Okay. I don't know what this is for. Is this an underground drill rig? I have no idea what's going on here. I guess we're just running the length of this. This is the long tube. Still made by the same person. Man, if there was an interior turret at the end of this tunnel would be impossible to walk down. Okay, I've been walking long enough. Let's fly for a little bit. God, this is the longest tunnel I've ever seen somebody making this kind of thing. What is this? A collector? Interesting. All that way for some sort of collector that goes... Oh, they're mining iron. It's like they were tunneling. This Mars base is a tunnel base. They're mining iron and probably just dropping it down there and having it go all the way back to their base. That's interesting. I've never seen somebody do something like that before, but I guess it works. Instead of using like a drill ship or something, they just made their station extend out to their ore deposits. We'll keep going. This is endless. What in the actual hell? What is this? A cargo container. Oh! Liam's asking, did the cargo turn out to be rewarding? They have not been tampered with yet. So they found this base, and they haven't looted it or anything. They're just like, we'll put a beacon on it, and Shifty will find it. That's really funny. Haven't checked the cargo yet. I'm still exploring around. The base is wild. I've never seen this type of base strategy. Look at this cobalt. And they were just mining it and dropping it down here, or just mining it and letting it roll down and go into their base. That's so weird. The kind of strategies this person was using are either brilliant or just absolutely ridiculous. I would never do it this way. But I guess you could do it this way, because somebody does do it this way. I wonder if they just always do it like this. I'm going to start checking these inventories, and we'll see if there's anything good in them. I'm guessing this is just access. Yeah, it's just an access point, so that they don't have to fly all the way down this kilometer-long tunnel. Let's mark the end of this tunnel and just see how long it is. All right, we have our end marked. We're going to fly down this to get back. That was the iron offshoot we went by there. Oh, oh my gosh, I hit that pretty hard. And, okay, so it's 300. Other side of the room, maybe like 400 meters-ish. Look at that, 410 meters. Looks like they went just about 400 from the center. That's what it seems like. That is crazy. Okay, this is very good. Some tier 2 tools, a hydrogen bottle. I will take all of that. Yep, fly back up into here. And they have big cargo. Big cargo, big cargo. Let's see what's in it. This loot box. What could it be? It's going to have cobalt and iron in it, probably. Oh, it's got all sorts of goodies. Plushies. We're taking the plushies. Not a speed rifle. A rocket launcher, though. We don't have one of those. Let's take that. We'll take this. We'll take that. Take that. We don't really need any of that, but we're going to take it all. Okay. Gold, super worthwhile. Silver, super worthwhile. Gravel, useless. Magnesium, worth a ton. Yeah, this is super good. This is extremely good. This is a lot of money. I can sell this at a trader or a miner or something. I can sell this somewhere and I can buy whatever I want material-wise. So I don't know if I will actually take any of these materials because they're going to weigh down my ship, and I'm trying to keep it relatively light-ish. So this is really good. Man, would I have loved to see 768 metal grids back on Earth. But now we just have to get to a station, and we can sell stuff, and we can buy metal grids, and it will save us a lot of fuel. Yeah, we don't really need any of this other stuff. They don't have reactor components. We will take their money, because that's what we're using. And then we'll be back. I think we're going to just fill up on something when we head out. What should we fill up on? Honestly, we always need metal grids. It's our biggest weakness, metal grids. Oh, that's great. Oh, that beacon. You definitely made the search more lively. I love it. Thank you very much for your cooperation in this endeavor. Let's get back to the ship. How many times do you think my ship is going to get struck by lightning in this storm? At least once, is my guess. It hasn't happened yet to the dawn, but it's gonna happen, I'm sure. I'm parked outside a safe zone. I'm not currently flying, and it seems like you get struck by lightning more when you're flying. Maybe it's based off of your power consumption. Not entirely certain what the deal is with that, but we just got back with a whole ton of loot. Really good loot. Got some tanks, we got some plushies, some guns. Look at all these tools, man. This is so good. I'm almost tempted to take a trip back to the station to drop a ton of this off before I go and search for the other beacon. Because a lot of this is really, really good. Would be wonderful to have in the long term. And it would free me up to carry more around by myself in the ship. Use less fuel, la-di-da-di-da. The fuel isn't an issue really anymore because we have currency. We have stuff to sell to stations to make more currency, and we can buy uranium. We have 2 reactors. We're sitting in a pretty good spot, a better spot than we have ever been in this game. So that is wonderful. I'm going to go back to that station, and we're going to loot literally everything. I don't know how much more useful stuff we're going to find, but we're not going to really loot everything, but we're going to open everything up, and we're going to see what's in everything. We're going to crack all the boxes, see what they got. Oh, hey, special content power. This, Shifty Hunt number 2, Shifty Beacon 2, and some Gatling ammo. They left me ammo. Wait, where is this, though? Is that upstairs? I actually don't know where that is, but I think we can read this stuff from here. This is not, I'm sure, how they intended it to work, but we can read this from here. This base is fun to explore. All the cargoes are potential for reward. Check them out. We are doing so. What does this other one say? Ooh, I was right. I was so right. My guess, man. Y equals blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is the second of 3 coordinates to the prize. Happy hunting. I knew it! They hid 3 things, and immediately my brain went, okay, 3 things. It's a 3-coordinate system. They're going to give me an X, Y, or Z coordinate at each of these, and the final thing is going to be at that final coordinate system, or that final coordinates. Ah, this is awesome. We need to go get this data pad, wherever it is. It's in special content power. I need to find that. Alright, so yes. Yes. I love this. It's so janky. I love it. Okay. They literally actually took an NPC thing. Okay. Let's land on top. What we got in here? We've got Gatling ammo. Thank you, sir. I will take it. Not going to say no to it. And we've got our scavenger hunt number 2, which has our coordinate on it. That's the most important thing there. And the nice little message they sent me. Awesome. Got that. Let's look around one more time. Grind a couple more things here. Oh, this is for lightning strikes. They're just rewelding the blocker for the lightning strikes. Interesting. I've never seen somebody do something like that before, but kind of cool. We'll just leave that. That's fine. What is in here? I'm guessing scrap. Okay. Well, that's fine. This is a cargo container, so we will check this as well. Leave no stone unturned here. Well, we're going to leave it. It's going to weigh us down. It's so tempting. I'm having a really hard time resisting taking a bunch of this stuff. But I'm going to resist because we really need to be light. Light on our feet. Unless, you know what? Let's take some stuff and we're going to go back to the station. I've just determined that 100% we're going back to the station, we're dropping this stuff off, and then we'll come back to Mars. That's probably all going to be cut out because the station is in secret hiding place number 1. So you don't get to see where it is. Alright, I think we've done everything here. Let's go back to the Dawn. This is super cool. I'm going to chat with Liam a little bit. Thank him once again for cooperation and for going above and beyond, honestly, making this really interesting. I'm loving it. Where should I put these special data pads? I think I'll put the special data pads in my cryo chamber, just to keep them separated from the rest so I don't accidentally destroy them or do something weird with them. Yeah, so now that I know for sure that they have a 3-coordinate hiding place, I do have to find the other ones now, because I need the X and the Z coordinates so that I can go find this thing. I'm going to jump in here, and we are going to just go straight from here. We're going to blast off up into space. I think that that's pretty much going to be it for this episode. Thanks again to Liam for being an absolute boss, and thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and we'll be looking for the next thing in the next episode. See you then.